Good morning, students. I am Navdeep Dhaliwal, faculty of Arya College of Engineering and IT, Electronics and Communication Department. Here in this session, I am going to explaining radar tracking by sequential lobing. So these are my outlines. First, we will discuss about working of sequential lobing radar tracking, and then we will discuss about problem with sequential lobing, and at the end we will discuss about application of sequential lobing radar tracking. So what we do in sequential lobing is we will be having multiple lobs, and by multiple lobs we will be tracking objects. So if I will be explaining that how we track objects, so in figure we can see radar system that is connected to antenna, and right now if I say object that is on the axis of radar tracking axis, so here at the radar tracking axis object is exactly there, we can see in figure first, and this antenna is having two beams. One is beam A and another is beam B. Beam A is having beam axis A, and beam B that is having beam axis B. So right now the object that is exactly on the radar tracking axis, so when this antenna of radar that receives signal, it will be having B that is having some magnitude for A as well as B. So if you see in figure, magnitude of beam A and beam B that is same. So why it is same? The reason is object angle orientation that is similar with respect to beam A as well as beam B. So object orientation with respect to beam A and beam B that is same, so received signal by beam A of the antenna and beam B of this antenna will be having equal magnitude. Now let us consider second case. So it will be more clear like what exactly the case which we do in sequential lobing. Now see figure number second, what happened here. Now for object orientation is not exactly on radar axis but somewhere else. So now this object that is between beam axis A and tracking axis, so if you see this object that is not on the tracking axis, and all one can easily understand like see this object orientation that is inclined to the beam A with respect to beam B. So when you receive that amplitude, it explain like see beam A that is having higher magnitude with respect to beam B. So you can see beam B that is having lower magnitude of object. Why? The reason is object is more inclined towards beam axis A. So received signal by beam A of that antenna at radar system will be higher than beam B. So here this difference in amplitude that explains error of angle. So difference in amplitude of received beam gives angle of error. So received beam will give you angle of error. So all we need to do is we should steer beam B in the direction of radar tracking axis. That should be aligned on object. So ultimate agenda is to align tracking axis on the object. Now how we can do it? Once we have this error of angle, will be changing the antenna azimuth angle, and we can change elevation angle. So if we change azimuth angle and elevation angle, we can able to steer tracking axis on object, so that error is getting nullified. So in sequential lobing, continuously over beam that is focusing on object and it is identifying direction. So sequential lobing, that a method to identify direction. Remember, sequential lobing not identify exact position of object, it only identify direction of object by tracking axis and comparing beam magnitude. So here, what are problems which is there with sequential lobing? Let us see those problems. One is angle of beam is more than the angle of error. Now you can remove this problem by selecting pencil beam. So if you select pencil beam as a pencil beam, this problem get nullified, but other problem will get added. Like see, if you add pencil beam, focusing region of this antenna will decrease. So this is what the additional problem that will get added. So there is a trade-off, like angle of beam should be less than angle of error, but if you decrease angle of beam, then focusing region of radar tracking system will decrease. So this is the problem. And third problem is it only identifies direction, it does not identifies position. If we use pencil beam, then tracking region decreases, it identifies direction but not position. So what are the application which is there with sequential lobing? So it can be used for ground based radar tracking system. So this is where we can use sequential lobing radar tracking.